So hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another epic video. In this video I am going to cover another epic game played by Magnus Carlson, and he plays this game like very recently online. He plays a rapid game of in which each player has 3 minutes to play. So Magnus started the game with e4, like very classical move. His opponent is a strong grandmaster from Greece, and his name is Nicola Theodorou. I don't know how to pronounce his opponent name, but here it goes. His opponent replies with e6. Magnus take the center, like here you can see all the center is taken by Magnus. So his opponent tries to attack the center. Magnus casually develop his knight so that he can protect the center. Okay, his opponent immediately pins his knight to the king so that his knight cannot move anywhere. So Magnus simply took the pawn, his opponent also took the pawn, and the game continues. How the game continues, we're gonna see. So he developed his queen so that like many attacking option, he can put his like bishop here, take the or like take the pawn or whatever. We can see his opponent give him a check, so he defended with the knight. Okay, his opponent simply develop his own knight. Okay, okay, he just pushed his opponent bishop towards the back. Okay, now here the come the attack on the queen. Magnus cannot take this because it is protected by the knight, so he simply moves his queen away. Okay, now in the previous move, like here his bishop is being attacked by the pawn, so he moved his bishop away. Now Magnus attack his other bishop because why not? Okay, so the game continues. He move it back, and he Magnus put his bishop here to pin the knight to the queen. Okay, but he ignores it, but and simply make a pawn move. Magnus castle queen side. Okay, because he has a bishop here, so he can't castle the king side, so he castle the queen side. Okay, his opponent again tries to attack the Magnus queens, but Magnus simply take his queen one step back, and the game continues. He casually develop his knight. Okay, now he also tries to attack the bishop by this move so that he can double up his opponent's pawns. Okay, he castles. Magnus tries to attack the queen. Okay, he's just sided at the queen. Okay, nothing special in this move. Okay, now he want to like really attack his opponent king because you can see like the bishop, the knight, and the pawns are now advancing towards the king. Okay, he tries to capture the queen, but instead he captured the bishop. Now he can't capture the bishop because then Magnus can capture his rook. So that's why he has to capture the knight. Okay, Magnus tries to like attack here or something, or he can also attack this, but he didn't do this. Okay, he just moved the king away. It is not the very good thing, I think, in this position. Okay, now he bring the bishop back because it is and being attacked by the pawn. Okay, sorry, wait a second. Now, yeah. Okay, now his opponent makes a pawn move, and Magnus continues to tries to attack the king because he can uh, attack the king. Okay, so he tries to attack, but he can simply capture. Okay, he captured it again, and then he tries to break the pawn so that his king become open. So he tries to double up his queen with the bishop so that he can attack the bishop and Magnus knight and queen at the same time. So he ignores it and give him a check with a pawn. Okay, he definitely can't capture because then his like imagine a king in the center, so it's going to be very bad for him. Okay, now he decided his queen, sided his king because his opponent can give him this check, which is gonna be very powerful. Okay, which his opponent does. Magnus simply blocked it with the queen. They now traded the queens. Okay, and this helps the Magnus because he is the goat. Okay, he captures the pawn. He captured it back. Then his opponent grabs the bishop. Okay, he pushed the pawn so that when his opponent capture, he can like open the like rook. He can also double the rooks here. Okay, his opponent like make an improvement move, but Magnus here tries to checkmate him at this position. Like this is a checkmate if he did not defend himself correctly. Okay, he offered a trade which happens. Okay, now oh, this is not what happens. Okay, wait a second. Okay, here Magnus retrieved his knight because now his bishop cannot capture this knight. Okay, he tries to attack this knight, but this knight is defended by the bishop. Okay, he tries to attack the bishop. The bishop runs away and he grabbed the free pawn here. Okay, his opponent tries to make like some improvements by opening the position, but Magnus did not give him any chance of that. Okay, his opponent have a passed pawn because it can be queen in 4 squares, but it is not easy when your opponent is Magnus. Okay, he straight away tries to attack. His opponent tries to defend this. I guess yeah, this is what happened. Okay, he capture Magnus. I think capture with the pawn. Yeah. Okay, he give him a check which is useless in this position because he can simply move the queen away, and now his king and his rook also supporting the pawn, and his pawn is going to be a queen in the future. Okay, Magnus tries to attack. I think his opponent defended, but he tries to like attack this pawn and then this bishop. So okay, he making an improvement move because he want his king here so that the his opponent king cannot walk and capture his pawn. Okay, in this position like he opponent is hopeless because he cannot defend this pawn by making a queen, or uh, a lot of things is going on here. Magnus tries to capture the final pawn, and then his pawn can also become queen. He has now two passed pawns, which is very good for him. Okay, his opponent tries to defend this by bringing his rook, but here's a problem. Now in this position, Magnus plays this move and his opponent simply resigns. Now this is not a checkmate, but why his opponent resigns? Because when the Magnus is going to capture this, his opponent is capture with the king, so his bishop remains undefended. So it is very difficult for him to defend with this passed pawn and this passed pawn, and when he down a material or down a full bishop, so his opponent just resigns and Magnus Carlson wins the match with the time lead. As you can see, his opponent is only 12 seconds remain while Magnus has 32 seconds remaining. So in this game he like secures a very decent victory in this game, and here's all for this. That's all. See you in the next one. See ya.